And good morning, my beauties. So, as promised, I'm going to do a full face. Now, I often get compliments from you guys on my skin and my makeup. Well, as you can see, with no makeup, my skin is a hot mess. Not really in the wrinkle department, but I have tons of hyperpigmentation. Let me just say, with the lighting, it doesn't quite look as bad as what I'm seeing in the viewfinder. So know that it's not quite as bad as what it looks there, but it's bad. So I've got my skincare on. Today I'm going to use this is a multi-purpose sample that I have here. It is supposed to be a moisturizer, which I have other moisturizer on. It is a sunscreen, 30 sunscreen, and it is tinted. And I do not like to butcher names. People butcher my last name all the time. I don't like to butcher people's names. So I'm just going to spell it for you. Huguar. I don't know if that's a D or an O. I will let you see it this way, and I will let you see it this way. I got this, I want to say from Ulta for my birthday. Just my mirror. And I put a lot of this on because of the sunscreen. Young people in your teens, in your 20s especially, wear sunscreen. See, that's my whole problem. I want it to be tan, baby. I want it to be tan, and so now I'm paying the price for it. So if you don't get anything else from this video, get that. Sunscreen at all ages, but especially teens and 20s and even early 30s. But everybody, sunscreen is a must. It is the single most important ingredient in your skincare. I kid you not. Now, I am not a dermatologist. I am not a skincare professional at all. But I do follow some, and I do have a dermatologist. And sunscreen is most important. Okay, so there we have that. I'm going to be using a beauty blender. This thing here is stellar. It is like the best beauty blender in the world. Oh, and I'm talking, I had an original beauty blender from Sephora, and it was great, but I prefer this. I'm not buying any more sponges other than this. You can type in teal odd shaped sponge and it should come up. That's how I found it. For my foundation today, I'm going to be using the new Colorstay, Maybelline Colorstay 30-hour glowy matte foundation. I don't understand that. I don't understand how it can be glowy and matte at the same time, but I do love this foundation. And it's a good foundation for mature skin. And I'm just going to do this little number here, here. I don't always put it on like this, but I tend to like it, and I'm just trying to... I have a pet peeve. I cannot stand a messy cap. I just can't, I can't do it. I cannot do it. And I tell you what, it's a date night tonight. We all know you get more coverage with a brush. This is that, it went viral, I think. I have foundation on it. Melange. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's the one that on TikTok that went viral. I didn't get it on TikTok, but that's it. And then I'm going to come back and use the sponge, and I'm even going to add a little bit more. But I just want some, you always, not always, 99% of the time, you will get better coverage um, with using a brush as opposed to a sponge. I prefer the sponge most of the time because, hear me now and believe me later, the sponge just gives you an airbrush to look. But doesn't necessarily make everything as covered as you want. Yes, I'm ambidextrous. So, how have you guys been doing? Let me know in the comments what's your current favorite foundation. What's the one that you are reaching for most often? With me at this point, it is this one. Like I said, it's very forgiving in the, age department. Very forgiving, I find. Okay, now I'm just going to take just a tad bit more. Allie Glines, that's who I got this from, goes over her makeup with she uses a brush and then she uses this most of the time. There's an occasion where I've seen her use it just as, just the sponge. But anywho, now you've got the coverage and you can go ahead and get the airbrush to look. But I just go ahead and I apply a little more because I don't want to lose any of the coverage either. But you'll see how it just makes. Now I always roll up here because I'm always ending up with foundation gathering there. But you will see that with the sponge, and look, these edges are perfect for here. With the sponge, it just does. It gives it an airbrushed look. Now, there we have it. So, that's my foundation on. We're going to amp up, this says it's a medium coverage foundation, and it is. It's medium. It's covered a good bit. But now I'm going to take this. This is called the Pop Feel Full Cover Concealer. I don't use it as a concealer. It's like a peachy color, kind of. And I just use it as an under eye brightener. And so we're just going to, and you'll see once I'm finished putting on my concealer, I will have pretty much full coverage. Pretty much full coverage. Okay, we just do that under the eyes. This is Emergency Mini Flat Top Brush. I have so many brushes, and most of them are not that expensive. Okay, so for my cover, I'm using Revlon FlexWear Full Cover. I bought this because I watch Emily Noel, and if you've not checked her out, please do yourself a favor. She's really good. And I like to put it on the end and go this way and that way, as opposed to go putting it here and go here. I got that tip from Jen Phelps. And anyway, she talked about how this concealer, once you put it on, like say you put it on at 10 o'clock, well, at 10 o'clock at night, you put it on 10 o'clock in the morning, take it off 10 o'clock at night, it looks the same. And I find that to be true. So, and this is that Monge brush as well. Usually use this side first, but today, to make the video a little bit shorter, I'm just going to go in with this side. So anyway, getting back to the concealer, it covers wonderfully. I also use it for eye primer, and it works great that way too. Instead of, I tried this and I said, well, I can eliminate a step, and I sure have. I have eye primers that I can use like in a pinch when I don't have enough concealer to go about, but otherwise I'm telling you, try it out. It works. This is a really good coverage product. And then you can see, there you have it. And so now I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Loose Setting Photo Focus Powder in pink. And since I've gotten pink, this is my go-to at all times. And yes, I go ahead and I powder up the lid as well. And that just helps that concealer to make it last even longer. That there. And now that's it. The only way I will set my face is if it is a really, really, really dewy foundation. And then, and only then, will I set it, and I will set it the minimum. But today, I don't think I need to set. Okay. Moving on to eyes. What do I want to use for my eyes? I hadn't quite thought that out. But hang on a second. I think I know what I want. I think I know what I want. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this e.l.f. Bite Size Truffle palette. And I love it. I have to get out my mirror, my trusty mirror. And if you've not checked out the e.l.f. Bite Size, please do. And this one is just beautiful. Truffle, it's beautiful. I'm going in with my Profusion pointed crease brush. This is my go-to brush 90% of the time. Okay, so we're going to start out with this color right here. And the only thing I wish it was a 5-pan color, and I wish they had just a real flesh tone color, because I have a thing, and you'll see it soon in my eye look. I have to have like a flesh tone. I'll have to pull one in from another palette, which I don't mind, but it just would have been nice if they would have added it. Now this is very pigmented. I am barely dipping my brush in. Barely dipping my brush in. And I might go in for a second dip just to make it a little more predominant, but it's pigmented. These eyeshadows from e.l.f., they have a wonderful formula. They don't have a whole lot of kick up. They have a little, but not much. And they're just beautiful. Okay, I'm going to switch my brush here. Next, I'm going to be using this shade right here to deepen up that crease a bit. And again, just dipping. So how is the weather where you guys are? I tell you what, praise the Lord. We dodged some really, really bad weather, like where they had all those tornadoes. They were saying that it was coming to Louisiana too. We got some rain. We got some wind, but not anywhere, nothing to complain about. Put it that way. Okay, so now moving on. This is another Profusion brush that I got in one of their palettes. And I really like them. I really like Profusion's brushes, and they've gotten better since this. Okay, so we're going to take that darkest shade, and we're going to use this little flat side, and we're going to go in, and if I can remember correctly, this shade is pretty dark. It is, but I didn't get enough on the brush. Okay, so here we go, and we're just going to edge that. I'm going to flip that to the pointed side, and I'm just going to take a little more because I want it to be pronounced. Okay, so there we are. And then I'm just going to take this side of the brush, and I'm just going to, I'll show you on the other one. I just tapped it, and we'll go in this way, and we'll just blend that there from this eye to this eye. So I went in with a flat brush like this. I'm trying to get it to where y'all can see, but I don't really know. And then I take this part right here, and I just touch it, touch the shadow, and we'll put some there. And then again, this is what I'm doing. I'm just dipping like that, barely getting nothing on because I really don't want it to be too dark. This can go dark if you want it to. It can really go dark. Okay. All right. And then now I'm going to take my finger, because that's how I feel these shades apply best. This color here. It's kind of a silvery kind of color. Not really doing a monochromatic look today with what I have on, but I love these shades. I really do. Wow. See? There you go. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so I'm just going to dip in a second and put that there. Okay, so now comes the other part where I have to find a very light shadow, and I have one with this Miss Mopey palette. I have a flesh tone because I just like it to blend everything out. I'm using a very, very old Wet n Wild brush, fluffy brush, and I just like it to blend everything out to where it will look put together and seamless. You see this eye from this eye. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I can. I can. I don't know if you can tell the difference on camera. If you were here in person with me, you would be able to tell. Okay, that's that. And then I'm going to take, this is an eyeshadow pencil, and it is IOVC, and it's in bronze, and I'm just going to use that as just a little lower liner. Not even going all the way, just I don't really use eyeliners anymore. I find that they are a bit harsh. This also has a little brush tip if you wanted to do that, but I think I'll just do this and this and that. Now we're going to curl the eyelashes. This is just one from Dollar Tree. I'm sure there are some that better do the job, but okay, Okay, and I pulsate for a few seconds. This mascara I love. It is Wet n Wild's So Defined. It's like, I don't know, $6, $7 at the most. Absolutely love. Absolutely. Love, 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 love. It separates, it lifts. And I just poked myself in the... Have to let that dry before I tend to that, though. Okay. This is one coat. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I see it, and I really like it. And I'm just going in for the second coat, and I'm just going over the tips with the second coat, not really going in all the way, just the tips. It's a tip I got from somebody. But, okay. Like I said, I don't know if you can really see that or not. But if you were here, because I literally, my lashes are sparse, they are short. I don't know what else to say about them. That pretty much sums it up. All right, here we go. But this is, I usually don't like the Wet n Wild mascaras, to be honest with you. This is the first one, and it's more of a love than even a like. Just really... It really is. It's more of a love than a like, even. And the other one that I like a lot is the e.l.f. one that is like a Thrive dupe. I like that also. Those are two of my faves. Okay, that's done. Now, let's get to bronzer. I think I'm gonna use okay, let me go ahead and use this. This is a butter bronzer. It's not NYX, it's a knockoff, but they are, if I can get it open, that's the only thing I don't like about this little case, is that sometimes I can't get it open. I like it. It's a dupe for it, and I don't have the original, but I like this one, so it's fine. This is an old e.l.f. brush, and I don't even know what this was supposed to be used for, but I love it for my bronzer. I love it for the bronzer. And just gonna get it all over the nose. I do like, I do the Rosemary method. That's what I call it, the Rosemary method. Rosemary that used to do the makeup. She's with RMS Beauty, I think. She used to do the makeup for Victoria's Secret. And she said, you want to put bronzer where the sun hits you. The sun does not hit you all over your face, she says. She's very adamant about it. So, and this is a very light bronzer. It's a good wintertime bronzer, I think. And then I just go like this. I don't know if she does or not, but there we go. So you can try out the dupe. It is by Lukeorain. Remember, I don't butcher names on this channel. At least I try not to, because after a while it gets annoying. Okay, next I'm going to use a blush. Is Heci, Heci, and I appreciate the extra cap. And so this comes with its own little brush. I don't particularly care to use it, but I do feel they have its uses. Because, you know, if you're a person and you're just getting into makeup, you may not have the money to buy product and brushes. So I commend them for keeping it, you know, for keep doing it. Okay, so this color is looks like it's called cream. I don't know. I'm just going to put some on, and then I'm actually going to set it with a powder brush so that it'll last, because it's like 12 o'clock here in Louisiana, and I want it to last all night. And, you know, these are not, this is not an expensive product at all. I think it might be like $2 and some change. So I just want to make sure. But I have used it on its own, and it's fine on its own. It's just like I said, I'm going out on a date night tonight. So I want to make sure that it stays. So my next step is going to be a baked blush. And I'll tell you why I like baked blushes. Because they have little flecks of highlighter in them. Most of them do. And I, being 61 now, I don't go for highlighter anymore. So, I prefer to go with glowy blushes that won't emphasize. It won't emphasize the wrinkles that I do have. And so I like this, and it just helps set. It just helps set what I already have on. It's a very similar color. This is kind of like a mauve or mauve, however you say it. I say it both ways sometimes. So there we have that, and then we'll just go across the nose like that. And that's that. Okay, so now I'm going to use today, I have a new lipstick, and this is Lang Manny. I think I'm saying that right. The only reason I'm pronouncing it is because I've heard it pronounced on another video. And this is number 6. It has a number, not a name. But I'm going to take this little sample of Mario Badescu's lip liner, and so hard to see without my glasses. Honestly, I can't see. It's like a nude color. In fact, I think that's what it's called. Something nude. And it's just really pretty. And I don't know how long that lipstick's going to last. So I'm going to fill it in also and put the lipstick over it. That way it'll help the longevity of it. Isn't that a pretty color? I also have the, again, a birthday gift. I also have the little lipstick. The lipstick feels more like a lip balm, and it doesn't stay on very long, but it's a pretty color. It's, maybe the color's on here. Let's see. No. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to try the Lang Manny now. And it's one of those twist up little things. And the shade is very similar to the lip liner. In fact, if I didn't know that lip liner was Mario Badescu, I would say that it goes perfectly with this one. There you have it. There's my look, ladies and gentlemen. You have seen my face. I don't know why I said that. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, you have seen my face with no makeup. And now you've seen the finished product. I might take a little bit. Oops. Sorry, guys. Well, I'm just dropping everything, including my mirror. Okay. Just gonna take this little, it's called Fix. I guess it's a dupe for you know, the popular one, MAC Fix Plus. Guess it's a dupe for it, but we're gonna and that should be it. Okay, my beauties, let me know in the comments what you think of my look. I just got lipstick. Whenever I crack myself up sometimes. Whenever I was spraying that, I did this number, and I just got lipstick all above my lip. Isn't that funny? If you can't laugh, what's the point? It's still there. Excuse me for doing this. Oh, I know. Let's take my little blender. And blend that. There, hopefully that's better. Anyway, let me know what you think of the makeup, what you like, what you didn't like. And please like, share, follow for more. I love you all. Bye.